What's up, family? It's your boy Deuce, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the top 10 strongest Naruto characters. Let's get right into it. Disclaimer for this power scan, I'm going to be using strictly Shippuden characters all the way up until there. So that means no Kaguya and no dual Mangekyo Sharingan Kakashi. None of that. All right, number 10 was actually kind of hard. I couldn't decide between three characters, but I ended up going with the God of Shinobi, Hiruzen. Now, Hiruzen, we never got to see him in his prime, but just based off of things in the data books and things that other characters have said, we know he was considered the god of shinobi and also knows every single chakra nature. So, that within itself should at least put him at the 10th spot. And I have him this low though, because we never got to see him really do anything. We saw him lose to Orochimaru and we saw him get reincarnated and fight against Jubito, but they didn't really do anything, they were kind of trash. Hate to say it. Now at number 9, we got the immortal man Orochimaru. I had to put him above Hiruzen because, well, he beat Hiruzen. And even when Hiruzen sealed his arm so he couldn't use any more jutsu, Orochimaru was still a beast. We saw him take on Jiraiya and Tsunade, even though Jiraiya had the drug affecting his chakra and Tsunade was scared of blood at the time. But we saw him go up against four-tailed Naruto. That was crazy. Especially with no jutsus being used and just straight power, he was still fighting with them straight up, and then even told him like, oh, this is all you got, man. Sounds like he's about to whoop you, boy. About to whoop you. Also, I feel like if he wouldn't have been sick, I don't know if Sasuke would have killed him, Number 8, I got my guy Pain. I'm gonna do Pain / Nagato since they're basically the same person, even though Nagato's way stronger. But after Naruto beats Pain, Pain almost gets highly slept on. It took Naruto 3 shadow clones with Senjutsu to replenish his own chakra. Then on top of that, he was getting information about each and every one of the Pains. There's that. And then on top of that, he had to go into Nine Tails mode just to beat him. And then on top of that, Minato saves him from going completely Nine Tails, replenishes his chakra. Okay. So I think if we didn't have all that plot armor, Pain definitely would have bodied Naruto. And he's still one of my favorite characters. And number 7, we got the yellow flash of the leaf, my boy Minato Namikaze. I put him here based off his broken ass abilities, the fucking yellow flash of the leaf. It's the only reason I really have him here is because he was fast, but when he got reincarnated during the war and had the Nine Tails in him, that just takes him to a whole nother level right there. He's a beast. Nothing much to say about that. Now at number 6, I actually have Itachi. You can put this as Prime Itachi or reincarnated Itachi. It really doesn't matter. Either one of them are beasts. I couldn't really tell you who's stronger between Minato, the one that got reincarnated, and Itachi that got reincarnated. I couldn't tell you who's stronger between the two. How about you guys? Let me know in the comments down below. Who's stronger? Reincarnated Itachi or reincarnated Minato? You let me know. But, if Itachi hadn't come back during the Great Ninja War, they probably would have lost. Think about how many reincarnated ninja they had if Itachi didn't go and beat Kabuto. That's GG's, my boy. It's just saying some of the stuff that Itachi has. The Susanoo, of course, probably one of the strongest genjutsus, and not to mention the Yadomir. He's pretty broken. Gotta love it. Now at number 5, we got the first Hokage, Hashirama. What? I know Hashirama's so low, number 5 on the list. Isn't Hashirama the first Hokage for a reason? Now, Hashirama is no doubt one of the strongest people in the verse. The deity gates, holding the 10 tails down, creating the Leaf Village alongside Madara, beating Madara. It's kind of hard to deny some of his feats, but when it comes to actual strength and how strong he is in terms of the Naruto series and not just his own generation of ninja, then people get better every generation, man. Come on, it's only right. Hashirama was strong, but he wasn't even as strong as Madara by the end of the series, so just getting pushed around like a baby. But if Kishimoto didn't start pulling out godly characters, he'd probably be top 3. Now, number 4, I have Obito or Jubito. I actually like them both here because Obito was so broken, it wasn't even funny. Like, if you think about if Guy, Kakashi, and Naruto would have fought Obito, but Kakashi didn't have Obito's Rinnegan, well, that's it right there. I mean, that's wraps. I mean, you go ahead and end the series right there because Obito's winning. Is creating a world with Rin in it. Him and Rin about to get it on. I mean, but this one should be really self-explanatory. When Obito absorbs the 10 tails, he literally takes on all the Kage plus Naruto and Sasuke. And the only things that can really hurt him are Sage Jutsu and Taijutsu. Not to mention that he could phase through almost any attack when he didn't have the Jubito, but when he did, he was still just an OP beast. Okay, number 3, I got Sasuke! This is the Sasuke that just gotten the Rinnegan from the Sage of Six Paths, so you know, stupid broken, stupid strong. I always thought it was funny too how when Sasuke got his Rinnegan powers, that even though we already knew the powers of the Rinnegan, Kishimoto decided to throw in teleportation like it was nothing, you know, like, oh yeah, here's what Sasuke's can do, teleportation. I always thought that was pretty cool. I mean, Sasuke is also one of the best tacticians in the verse with Genjutsu, the Susanoo, Amaterasu. His sword play and also the lightning release is he's pretty formidable. And yeah, I mean, not really much to say about Sasuke. He's Sasuke Uchiha, you know. Now I'm gonna do 1 and 2 together since they kind of bounce off each other and require a little bit of explaining. At number 2, I got Naruto Uzumaki.
You what?
Wait a minute, don't click off, don't dislike the video. I know, Naruto not number 1.
What kind of Naruto top 10 strongest characters is this? But
Even though Naruto probably was the second strongest in the verse, I gotta give the number one spot to the three-eyed Madara. I mean, let's be honest here. When Madara didn't have the 3 eyes and only had the 2 eyes, and Naruto comes back with his super godlike, full plot armored self, comes back and just starts whooping on Madara. Madara absorbs the God Tree and literally ascends. He was like, oh, this is it. I've obtained eternity. There's no way you guys can beat me now. And literally was pushing Sasuke and Naruto, I'm gonna say to their limits, but was giving them a pretty good fight. Naruto would have fought Madara 101, I think he would have lost. And if Sasuke would have fought Madara 101, I believe he would have lost. And Naruto even says himself, like, I'm not going to be the one who takes you down. We are. And I know that might be just in the plot, the context of the story of, let's be honest, he gave them the Six Paths power up because he knew that he gave it to both of them because he knew that one alone wouldn't be able to take on Madara. And let's just be honest, if Kishimoto didn't decide to take Madara, grab him by the balls and just cut him off real quick, Black Setsu just decided to cut him off, well, I mean, he would have won. I mean, he's the god tier character. I still don't get how you didn't even sense that, bro. Like, come on. That is my top 10 strongest Naruto characters. Let me know if you guys agree with the list. If you don't agree with the list, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time.